Hi, doing YouTube. My name is Alex. I'm a 20-year-old electrical apprentice. This is the things I wish I knew about joining a trade before graduating high school. All right. Point one is getting into the job or your actual career is harder than people admit. You could finish school, you could finish the electrical program from a trade school, and you go out in the real world, and it'll be hard for you to get a job. All right. So what I suggest is you join an apprenticeship. Apprenticeship beats trade school for most people. Correct? The pros about a trade school is you're learning, you're actually working. This is your actual job, but you're also going to school at night. From then, that's pro when you're learning, getting paid, and actually going to school. It's usually like after 4 years in this program, you usually get your license, your journeyman's license. All right, that's 2. All right. And you learn it from everybody else that's on the site with you. They're experienced than you. They have different ways to do it. So you can learn something cool that you like to adapt to, and they'll help you further on. Feel me? The cons I can think of right now is you will have to take tests, hard requirements. Waiting list is pretty long, so you would have to do a lot of interviewing, like trying to get into an actual job, and then it's a bunch of you electricians or helpers that just probably graduated school or graduated trade school that's trying to get in. So the line is pretty long. All right, that is point one. What I suggest is you be persistent and you do your research before you even graduate high school. Midway through, you start looking at apprenticeships in your area or the ways you can get your hands on first. That's important. All right. Point 2 is this is not your regular 9-to-5 job. Reason I say this is because, for one example, if you never worked before, this is about to be crazy. You're doing 10 to 12 shifts, even more sometimes. So just off the bat right there, you're mentally fatigued, you're tired, your body's tired. You know what I mean? Severe weather is it could be extremely hot, extremely cold some days. You have to get it done. Even if it's thunderstorms and things like that, we don't work. It's not. So don't go in here expecting. My bad. Don't go in here expecting to be regular, like it's a regular 9-to-5 job. For example, retail. I did retail. I would go in there. I would chill. You would do a little movement time to time. It's mostly mentally tired and you're tired of people. Like you're tired at the end of the day of the people around. This is all of that ain't together. You're mentally tired, physically tired. Well, you just want to go home. Not to complain, but this is really how it be. All right, this is honest once you get in the door. Point three is once you're in the door or once you're in the job, don't treat it like a joke. This is your career. This is where you should see yourself for the next 5 to 10 years. So act like it. You should show up on time. But first, don't joke around. Don't joke around. Don't come here to just get some money, get paid, and be one of them people I'm just here for a check. No. Make sure you show up on time. You show that you're here to work. You show that you're ready to work for sure. Because that follows you. Reputation matters. You coming there early matters. You might not see it, but you earlier than everybody else, and everybody else slacking matters. So don't treat this like a joke. Even if you don't want to get recognized now, it builds work ethic in you. That matters. That matters. Point 4, right? You need to know who you want to become in this trade. You need to pick a lane and walk down it. You need to pick a door and open it. Go through that. For example, what this means is, right? As the title, you already know I'm an electrical apprentice. So there's different roles and there's different doors in this. There's electrical, there's residential, there's commercial, there's industrial. Before that, I didn't pick none of them. Now I'm leaning toward industrial. You need to go in there and figure out what route you want to be on. Because different routes can take you different places. If you mostly just focus on residential, you will most likely be good at doing service calls. For example, you can't But if you was just going up right here and you stayed half your life in residential, pick that lane, and you try to own a business, and you try to switch to industrial, commercial, you have no real experience in that. You got to pick the door you want to become. For another example is you trying to be a field worker or you trying to lead the team? Different routes, and that really depends on your traits. I mean, do you want to just be a part of the team, get it done, get the assignment, and knock it off? Not everybody wants to manage the team, and that's how it is. You got to pick the route you want to be on and follow that through. This is what I just listed, accessible to all trades, no matter which one. Especially the first point, where it's harder to get into the job than most people admit for any. And I was just apprenticeship for all of them. Is why not? It's because you're also, why not get paid while you're learning? It, builds on you. But that's what I wanted to tell y'all. Things I knew about graduating. Things I wish I knew before joining a trade after high school. If y'all liked the video, please let me know. If I need any improvement, also let me know. And that's the end of the day. Alex, peace out.